And guys, we are back. Welcome back to Morning Kiss. I'm Dom Blake, the voice of NWA. So we're gonna jump straight into our hot topics. So we are talking Jennifer Lopez creating a wonderful cosmetic line. So I want to get your take on this. Just being in the the spa industry, medical spa industry, dealing with skin. So she is obviously a lady of a particular age. We love J-Lo, for her work as an actress, as an entertainer, singer. So how do you think she'll do in this arena? In this Rihanna, Fenty, Kylie Jenner cosmetics, arena. How will she do, in your opinion?
I think she's going to do great.
Why?
Because she's going to take on a whole different demographic.
Okay.
I personally, I am pushing 40 very hard.
Wow. I can't tell, Jill.
I'm not interested in what Kylie Jenner thinks I need, but I'm interested in what J-Lo is doing because that's the look I'm going for.
Yes, I totally agree. You look amazing.
Yes.
So Erica, what do you think? Do you think she's gonna do good? Like, J-Lo hopping into this arena here with cosmetics?
Yeah, I think she'll do great. Again, she will target a different demographic, and she's kind of known for aging in reverse, having that Benjamin Button disease, I guess, or effect. And I do think that there needs to be a more relatable market for women who, are middle-aged or not in their 20s. And, they can see someone else using those products and it working. So I think she's a great face for starting her own line of cosmetics.
Yeah, I totally agree. Honestly. Now, what do you think she'll have to do to stay competitive?
Well, I don't know. I don't follow her on social media.
Yeah.
But I know, she's going to have to get really involved there because that's where everyone's focused now. And I know that's where definitely Kylie Jenner and those millennials are focused. So if she wants to tap into that market at all, she will have to step up her game there most likely.
Now, can you remember the last older lady, if you want to put it like that has actually tapped into that market and really done well? Can you think about a lady in the cosmetics?
Mary Kay? Was that a person?
No. Well, how many times have I seen some infomercial with, is it Cindy Crawford?
Yeah.
You're up late.
Yes, you're up real late, Jill. Okay. Well, you know what? That's a great point. So I think J-Lo, honestly, I think she's going to do fantastic. I think that a lot of people have come along to just kind of give little success nuggets as far as what it's going to take for somebody like J-Lo to come along and really just kill the game in the cosmetics arena. All right. So we're going to actually switch gears a little bit and talk COVID and how it's affecting the nation and what people are doing right now. And, are we losing our minds? Are we going crazy? How is COVID affecting businesses? How is it affecting schools? So, according to lovebscott.com, I'm just going to give you guys some stats on what's happening. The University of Alabama has been hit with over 560 cases of COVID since the first week of school opening. So, they're having what you call an unacceptable rise of COVID cases after welcoming students back to campus 6 days ago. So we're in a college town. We are right here by the University of Arkansas. Businesses are obviously still in operation. So as business owners, as you guys, having rejuvenated, tell me a little bit about what you see since, businesses have opened, since school has resumed. What's your take on that?
So, we're happy things are opening up. We're happy we can have our guests back. Have we had to change things a little bit as far as, walking in the door instead of just greeting you? I now have to take your temperature and screening and ask you to wear a mask. But we're just trying to make it still normal. Yes. And I think it's been so important. My daughter was so excited to go back to school this week. She just needs routine and normalcy. Yeah. And yes, with the mask on, she got off the bus.
How old is she?
She just started 3rd grade.
Okay.
So, yes. And, she's wearing her mask all day and she got off the bus and was walking down the street. I'm like, you can take that off. Yeah. They assimilate, they'll get used to it. It's just kind of part of their norm. Mm-hmm. And if it lets them go and spend time with their friends and live a quote-unquote normal life. Yeah. I'm excited to see things go back to as normal as possible. Right. While still, we still
being
have to
safe.
Being safe, wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer, wash your hands, just use a little common sense to try to prevent.
You know what? Honestly, I think that here locally, I think we're doing a good job. I mean, time will tell. It takes a little bit, maybe 2 weeks to see the real numbers. But in comparison to other places in the nation, in Florida, Miami, people are going crazy. They're having beach parties. And so I really want everybody just to remind you guys to wear your mask, sanitize, maintain social distancing, or use social distancing while out in public. But it's going to be very important. It's up to us. We have to take care of each other because while symptoms can lie dormant in my system, I can affect you if you have an autoimmune disease or any kind of asthma or anything that could be happening in your system. So, I just recall one of my best friends went to go visit his grandma, and even though he didn't have any symptoms, it just wasn't worth it for him to go inside the house. So he sat outside for 6 hours and spoke to her, through a window. And, he's just like, it's just not worth it. So I totally agree. And you guys are doing an amazing job of making sure that you're keeping things clean while maintaining some normalcy at Rejuvenated. And so that honestly was also one of the things that made me feel really comfortable about just being in that environment.
One other thing, this has been a very surprising virus.
Yes.
And a lot of people, are thinking, okay, I think I've had it, but I'm not sure. So one thing that we are offering is the antibody test.
Wow.
So that is, if you think you've had it, and now let me reiterate, we're a wellness clinic. If you have it, we don't want you in our clinic.
Right. Please stay away if you have COVID.
If you're sick, please
Yes.
stay home. But if you think that you've had it in the past and you're not certain and you want that reassurance of, yes, I have or I have not, we do offer that. It's a very simple procedure, and we can tell you in about 20 minutes.
Well, that's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Gloria, for mentioning that. That's very important. So our last topic is why you need to get out and vote. So, Rock the Vote is a 30-year-old organization that is working with public figures like myself to provide online registration tools to everyone. So, you guys head over to rockthevote.com. It's an organization that I've partnered with. They've obviously been around for a long time, and they've done with, artists such as Puff Daddy, DJ Khaled, and the list goes on. So I'm very privileged and appreciative for them to reach out to me to be able to partner with them to just reach out to as many people online and around in my environment to just remind them to get out and remind them of the importance of exercising that right to vote. So no matter what state you're from, it'll only take a few minutes to just log on, vote, rockthevote.com, and get registered to vote. And we want to see you at those polls. So you guys, I want to hear from you, just being figures in the community, people that have obviously been around for more than one presidential election. Talk to the people about the importance of voting and what it really means to you.
I think it's important that, we all have various opinions, and it is our one way of going out there and really making it known. So we can talk about it with our friends, what we think, but unless you actually make it to the poll, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's the one time that your vote matters or your opinion matters.
Yes.
So if you choose not to exercise that right, you can't complain about the result.
Right.
True.
And everybody, your vote counts. So there are a lot of people that will just say, even though they have the right to vote, and Noel mentioned this and just all the time, he talks to people about it all the time, the importance of what it means to exercise that right. But your vote counts. Erica, what does it mean to you to just let everybody know voting? What does that mean to you?
It means making a difference. I still have yet to really educate myself on the difference between the popular vote and the electoral vote. I know a lot of people get really discouraged when it comes to that in the polls. They think that their voice doesn't count or their vote doesn't count because of those statistics that we hear about so often. So I don't have a specific opinion on it, but I know for sure that if we don't vote, we don't make a difference either way.
Absolutely. And, our wonderful show producer here, Mr. Noel Sosa, you guys hear from him all the time. You hear his voice coming through the airwaves. So I want to ask you, Noel, how important is it for people, just not of one particular generation to really exercise their right to vote? What does it mean to you?
Again, this is something I'm very passionate about. Again, so many people have sacrificed, so many people have given for us to have the privilege of voting, and to not do so is injustice in itself. And so regardless of where you stand, make sure you stand. Make sure you let your voice be heard. Get out there, vote. Very important. Again, too many have sacrificed. And, if we don't take advantage of that opportunity, you're gonna find yourself in a place where you don't want to be, and that's gonna be on you. So make sure you get out there, get out, vote. Very important. You must do it.
Thank you, Noelle. Thank you so much. So I think that was a wonderful note to wrap up our hot topics on.